There is no better time than now to be an entrepreneur. Now is the time to begin the transition from your crappy old job into whatever that side gig is, that second career you want to do. I'm going to share with you why. I am so flippin' stoked to share this with you. It's a wonderful, wonderful thing. The tax code. It's all about the taxes. All right. So I just got done doing my taxes. I knew I was going to pay a lot this year because I had to take out money from my IRA with a penalty. I said, that sucks. But it's cost doing business. If you're going to start a business, you got to get the funding someplace. You're sacrificing a pretty significant salary. The money's got to come from someplace. So for me, it's come from my IRA. Sucks, but I knew that going in. Lo and behold, though, when I was doing my taxes, I noticed something that showed up on my the front page of my 1040, the new simplified 1040, which is qualified business income deduction, the QBI. Now, I interviewed a guy from Money in Life TV. I forgot his name. He's a CP out of California, and I forgot his name. And he said, this is almost a year ago now, there's no better time to be self-employed than now. And I was like, okay, I get that, because I've understood what the QBI was. I recognized what it meant, but I didn't quite recognize what, in theory, but I didn't quite recognize what it meant in practicality, in real world. And now I do. And I all right, so last year, I made $5,000 on YouTube as a YouTuber. All right. $5,000. Oh man, where's my better black pen? Is this it? Yeah, maybe this is it. No, this is it right here. $5,000. And I did that as a videographer, I called it, because I don't know what's it called. There's a bunch of lists when you I just do TurboTax. It says video. Whatever it is called. I call it videographer. There's other things you can use, but if you're doing YouTube, you're doing video, so I don't know, entertainment. I don't know what it is, but it's certainly. I don't know the terminology, it's semantics, but I call it videographer. All right, so that's my income, my 1099 income, if you will, my self-employment income, SE, whatever you want to call it. That's what I have to pay tax on. You got to pay 15.76, 15.3, right, for FICA, which is fine. You should pay your FICA, because Social Security is such a big deal. You want to make sure you got some Social Security, so you should pay into your FICA. But so I had to pay out, I think it's $750 or whatever it is for FICA, and that's not deductible. But lo and behold, what happened to my bottom line? Did I pay tax on this, that self-employment tax whole thing? No, sirree, Bob. I had a $1,000 QBI deduction for QBI Section 199A of the new Trump tax bill, which is flipping awesome, which means my taxable income was at $4,000, because you get to write a 20% deduction on qualified business income, which that was qualified business income. Now that might not seem like much yet, but you get to write that off on top of your standard or your itemized deductions. All right, so let me show you what I anticipate, what I'm hoping will happen this year. All right, so that, not a big deal, but I just noticed that. I said, that's interesting. I told my wife, who is a tax professional, and we were both shocked, because you cannot get QBI if you're like financial planner. So financial planner, other like brokerage firm, basically white collar accounting firms, white collar kind of professional services, you can't get QBI. But I did get QBI on my YouTube revenue, because I literally am not a financial planner on YouTube. I'm an entertainer, essentially, if you want to call it. I don't even know what you call it, but it's a videographer. I just get paid from AdSense that Google provides me, which is flipping cool. All right, so now this year, let's just say I make $100,000 on YouTube. All right, on YouTube. And I get a 20% QBI. QBI, because it's 20% deduction on qualified business expense. My net is $80,000. All right, so my net is $80,000. But on top of that, I get my standard deduction. We'll just say my wife and I have a standard deduction of $24,400. Now we're gonna have more than that, because we got 4 kids, we got mortgage interest and all that. But still, at the end of the day, what's that? 56,000, or I guess 55,000. Yeah, 55,600 will be our taxable income, $55,600 on $100,000 because we get the standard deduction and the QBI. So we're writing off almost half our income. All right, so now what we do is we take that $55,600, we say 55 minus, we'll just say 19,000 for simplicity at 10%. And then whatever that is, 6, we got 4, what's that, 3, 16, right? 16.6 at 12%. And let's take our trusty calculator. So this would be $1,900 of tax, and this will be 36.6 at 12%. 36.6 times 0.12, 43.92. So that's 12,692. So $6,092 of taxes on $100,000 of income. That's a 6.92% effective tax rate. I mean, it's awesome. Now, again, for us, we're going to have more than $24,000 this year. We had $36,000 of itemizations. And I don't know if we might have quite that much. I mean, let's say $35,000 of itemized. So now we're going to have $80,000, was that $45,000 of taxable income. So that's going to put the net. That'll put 40 minus 19. I'll put 45,000 minus 19. So that's only going to be 29,000 at 12% instead. So we'll go 29,000 at 12%. That's going to be $1,900 in tax on the first 10%, and 29 times 0.12, 3480. So that's 80, 13, 5380. That's a 5.3% effective tax rate on $100,000. Oh, but it's only the rich that are getting the tax cuts. I mean, it's just so trite. It's so silly to say that. But yeah, people do. I get it. I mean, what we've been saying since Reagan's tax cuts. They're probably saying since JFK's tax cuts, actually. The rich only get the tax cuts. Simply not true. But you got to be knowing what to do. So be an entrepreneur. Have a side hustle. Oh, I hate that term. But I guess it's a cliche now. Side gig. Anything you do for a business. Now, again, some things don't qualify. Being a financial planner will not qualify. It won't. So I have financial planning income and I got YouTube income. Two separate things. My YouTube income qualifies. My financial planning does not. Now, should you follow old Josh and say this is how you're going to structure your taxes? No, go seek tax guidance. I mean, my goodness, I'm just telling you what happened to me. I easily could get audited tomorrow and the IRS says, no, you're not supposed. I don't know. But I mean, I just put it in like I see it. And it says, videography, YouTube income. I made $5,047 in YouTube last year. Thus, my taxable income is reduced by 20% of that. In the same case here will be. Now, I don't know if there's, I'm not sure what the limits are on the QBI, but man, it's flipping awesome. Take advantage of it. It's anything. You're selling freaking chicken eggs. You're selling, I don't know, you're raising, you're doing, I don't know, helping people out with their solar panels installations. I don't know what it is. Anything you want to do, but for me, the easiest thing is YouTube because I like it. All you need is a camera, and the camera you can use for your phone like I'm doing here. $10 whiteboard if you even want that. You don't even need that. Just anything to get you started. So I hope you find this helpful. If you're on YouTube, QBI, or if you're thinking about going on YouTube, if you need a kick in the pants, I was just listening to this guy the other day, that guy Tim Pool, talked about his audience versus CNN. I can't remember. It was even Fox News. He's saying he gets more views than they do. I'm just telling you, folks, if you're trying to build an audience in some capacity, you're insane not to go on YouTube. Look, I know YouTube is, they banned, what's that, Sarkon, I don't know who that guy was. I get that. They banned Alex Jones. That sucks. I wish they wouldn't, but it's their platform, and we're sharecroppers on it. They can do whatever they want. But the facts are, everyone still goes to YouTube. I mean, that's just all there is to it. YouTube is the second largest search engine out there. Anyone who thinks it's too late to get started on YouTube is just silly. That'd be, I mean, it's just not. Look how many TV channels are out there on your cable network. There are tons and tons and tons. I mean, the vast majority are not even drawing probably what I'm drawing on my YouTube channel, which is nuts. Just nuts. And how much people pay for advertising on those TV things to get a very specific select audience. They're not paying anything like that on YouTube, but the times are going to change. I mean, only fools will see. I'm going to pay, I don't know what I pay, $8,000 million to CNN for a $500,000 audience of left-leaning people, where I could go to, what's that, Young Turks guy, and advertise right there for left-leaning people for a whole lot more. I mean, a whole lot more people and less cost to advertise. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket science to figure this out. And so if you're thinking about getting on YouTube, like, it's too late because there's too many people talking about minor league baseball cards. Man, you're wrong. You're wrong. Just get on there. If this doesn't give you the incentive, I don't know what would. All right, we'll see you next time. Thanks.